Good day vlog. We are in Snoqualmie Pass. We are going backpacking one night into the bear-infested Cascades. But it'll be good. This will be like my first proper backpacking trip. I did film a little pack with me video that, now looking at it, was very underpacked, but I will link that in the cards here if you do want to watch that as an introductory as to half of the stuff that I packed. But we are just gearing up and then we'll be walking in shortly. She's beauty. She's grace.
It needs more weight.
Brittany has the heavier bag. Ooh, that was that was much better than what I did. Reports from like the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing about bears.
Campers not allowed. Nothing about bears.
So
Which I'm really happy with the rangers in this area, because every weekend they've been coming out and really ticketing people for having their dogs off leash.
oh, good.
And it is an expensive ticket, so
So it hurts.
but it's nice. Like, I understand the reasoning with dog owners, but when you've got other dogs on leashes that might not do well with dogs, even if your dog does.
Yeah.
And what if there's animals they run after?
That's what I was thinking.
A lot of dogs that jump up on kids, push them off the trails. Small trails, though. Just best to follow the law.
Have you done this trail before?
I have.
Oh, cool. Awesome. You see those houses down there? That's where we started. That's where we parked. That's amazing. I see blue. How do I know which ones are good?
They're all good.
Oh, good. God, that's good. What type of berry is this?
Huckleberry.
So we're just finishing up. Oh my God. The timing. We just finished up lunch here. We are at Snow Lake. This is Snow Lake, so this is kind of like stop one on our hike today. We have hiked about 3.5 miles. We went up a bunch of switchbacks, and so we are planning on camping in Gem Lake, and that's about another mile and a half over yonder, and 1,000 feet up, so a little bit more of uphill, but the ranger that we talked to said the views are stellar, so I'm really excited because this is gorgeous and all, but
it's just around the river bend.
it's a lake.
We're gonna cross a river. That feeds into the lake.
You should have heard. You should have heard the yaw, the whoa that came out of my mouth when looking at that beautiful snowy peak over there. Can you name the cliff? Great talk. If you can hear, we've attached my bear bell. Studies are out if bear bells actually do deter or not bears. We're in a more secluded area, less traffic here from other people. And we'll be getting through some meadows, so this is probably the time to wear the bell. So I'm going to be jingling for the next mile or so. All right, I got to cross this bridge so that we can keep going. This is still Snow Lake. And then a mile further, yes. We have made it to Gem Lake. It's a pretty lake, but to be quite honest, I would say fairly underwhelming. To get up here was a bit of a trek. Whew. It was much more than a mile and a half, 1,000 meters up. 1,000 meters, 1,000 feet up. I would say it's probably similar to the hike when you actually come up and over the ridge to see Snow Lake. So if you want to come to Gem Lake, you have to do that again. So to me, I've been to so many lakes. Lakes aren't my jam. This seems pretty standard. It will be nice to camp here. We found a campground here that we're going to set up shortly. Maybe in the morning with different lighting, it'll look beautiful. Oh, little bug hanging out. Maybe in the morning, it'll look a little more vibrant and exciting. And I'm glad we're here. We're going to set up camp soon. What's that for?
We are going to be hanging a bear pack tonight. So we're going to find a tree about 100 feet away from our campsite, hang anything that's fragrant, so food, bug spray, sunscreen, everything that we use for cooking, even if it's just water. We are going to be putting it into a bag. I just bought these odor-free bags too, so we're going to try those out for the first time. Hopefully we'll find a good tree, because the method I want to use is the PCT bag bear style.
Nice.
But if we can't, if we find just 2 smaller trees, we'll be using 2, and I'm not super comfortable with that one.
What's the PCT method?
PCT method is you find one really big branch. It has to be about, imagine where your bag's going to be. You want it 4 to 6 feet away from the tree, 4 to 6 feet below the branch, but still 10 to 12 feet above ground. And you use a stick and a care binder with your bag pack to kind of stop it right in the middle.
Oh.
And then the string that hangs down, you have to really, really wind it to pull it down. And bears can mess with it a little bit, but they're not going to be able to pull it all the way down to where they can get it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are these, I haven't seen these new bags that you got. Are they like pretty, like, I don't know, durable? Like the bear cans were pretty, you know, intense.
They're military grade. I've heard mixed reviews on them. I heard they're doing a really good job with their odor proof, but I have heard about the zippers coming up, because it's basically a glorified Ziploc bag.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we have 2 of them. We're going to put food in one, our garbage in the other, and then we're all going to put that together into a dry bag just in the event it rains. Also feel a little bit better. Mice would have to try really hard to get through it, because they'll be able to climb down to it with the string.
Yeah. I was going to say, for us, I do feel a little bit better. We ran into another ranger up here, and she told us, well, she heard my bear bell, and she said, I thought you had a dog, and I didn't see the bell. I didn't see the dog. Bear bell? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, that's smart, being in this, like, more meadowy, like, less trafficked area from the bears. But she said that she hadn't seen bears in a couple days or a couple weeks or something like that. So that was good to hear.
So with all the huckleberries in the area, we are right where black bears would like to eat right now. Huckleberry season, and especially right now, they're probably just now starting to fatten up before hibernation.
And I think my snoring will keep them away. So
yeah.
That's why our tents are so close together, so I can protect Brittany in the night. Scouting locations for our bear bag. It's empty right now, but it'll be good to have it all set up, and then when it's dark and we are actually ready to go to bed and have done eating and stuff, we can put all the stuff away.
So the best tree I can find, and we do get to use the PCT method.
Hell yeah.
Found a tree that's high enough. I would say that's what, 16 feet?
Yeah.
It's about 4 feet out. I'm hoping to hook it on that branch there, and then we'll try to get at least 10 feet distance on here. Problem is it's right over the trail.
Yeah.
So hopefully humans don't want to steal our food. All right. Here goes nothing.
The lake is looking really blue now.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Actually,
It's like a gem.
shut the fuck. try two.
Oh, you were
so
close.
All right, one more.
Okay. Hell yeah. Oh. It is looking bluer and bluer. It is a lovely shade.
I'll give it that.
Have we been to a lake this shade before?
It's tough. Like, Kolchak was really pretty. I personally, like, I haven't gone to a blue lake. I really like green lakes.
Okay.
Yep, that's a lot.
50 shades of lake. All right, we got a new rock because we lost the old rock.
It made it over.
It made it over, but it de-roped itself. De-tied itself. Untied. Well, I caught the rope.
All right, my turn. 1, 2, 3.
It's not high enough.
No.
Brittany was obviously the better thrower, so we'll let her handle it. I'm better with a camera than a rock and a string. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Little, not where I wanted it, but
Do you think you'll be able to scooch it?
nah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's I just hope that there's enough weight there that
We'll hold
won't
it.
just slide off with the bag.
He's now trying to wiggle it down. It's coming down slowly. So close.
Oh, yes!
Got it.
Hold it. Yes, good. Much better.
We tried a method without the clip, and then we just got the clip because it'll be a little more streamlined. The fog has come in and taken over the view of everything. Here's camp. There's the bag. It looks a little ominous just hanging there in this mist. But the bag is safe and sound from our camp, so what are we doing now besides
Taking our bras off.
taking our bras off? Kind of looks like a cup of coffee or something with noodles in it. Brittany triumphantly got a huge pot of water from the lake. We're gonna boil it, that way we can drink it tomorrow. I went through all 2 liters and then some of my water, which we were essentially planning on having like a liter a day. So we'll be boiling some water. Hopefully that'll purify it, and then we can drink it tomorrow and not die. All right, we filled up our bags. We're gonna go back up to where the bear bag is and put these in, and hopefully it'd be nice and smooth. We wanted to do this before dark, but it took forever to boil and cool water for me for tomorrow, because as you can see, it is quite dark. One more time, it needs it.
I'm afraid to like really pull on it to swing because I'm afraid I'm gonna bring it back up.
Okay.
It's gonna be so hard to pull back up. That's heavy.
Okay. So we got it to about 5 feet off the ground,
Yeah.
but the stickim's in place, it's holding it. Do you want to try one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Plan B. Brittany's tying it to a log so that it can be propelled. That's a lot higher now. It's not like my height. And that's what we're going with today. All right, back to camp. This outdoor toilet has the best view. Good morning, Gem Lake. It looks like nobody messed with our bear bag throughout the night. Yahoo! Got her down. Alright, let's head back to camp. I kind of get it now. The lighting seems to be good enough to see the real gem sapphire blue tone of the water. I get it a little bit now. Brittany's making breakfast. Oh, we are so tired. Today is going to be mostly downhill, thank God. So we estimate that it's going to take us 2 to 3 hours to get back to the car. It took us 6 hours to get up here because it was painful and treacherous. We were talking about it earlier and saying, like, would we recommend people like coming up here to backpack? I'd say no. I think there's like prettier places. Brittany said she'd recommend going to Lake Serene for a similar type of, alpine lake, for the similar type of hike that you have to do. I haven't been there, but I trust her, and she says the lake is a lot more rewarding. So
Absolutely. Small lake, it's very clear, and it's surrounded by a bunch of mountain cliffs.
So kind of like this, but better.
Way better. It's kind of like, almost more like Kolchak.
Nice.
It's small.
Cute. Maybe next time. Summer oatmeal happens so fast. That's disgusting up close. We are all packed up and heading down the mountain, back to the car and back home. You see the parking lot? Yay! Everything hurts. We tried to race down the mountain. So busy today, so we spent a lot of time, especially on the switchbacks, waiting for people to pass and dogs and just all the nonsense of people. So the time is 1:30. So it took us to 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 4 hours to get down. Man, we were shooting for 3, but glad to be down here, accomplished. Oh my God. Hi guys, it has been a couple days since we completed the backpacking trip, the long hike in and out of Snow Lake, Gem Lake, that area. And I just kind of wanted to close up the vlog because we were so tired after we did this trip, and I wanted to kind of just give my thoughts and the vlog face to face. So we ran down the mountain. We were just so ready to be done and out of there, and Snow Lake was very popular. Like, the parking lot was completely full by the time that we got there on Saturday morning. And it's a lot of people that are not normal hikers. They're so not the best etiquette. We spent a lot of time stopping. We spent a lot of time stopping to let people pass because we had these big backpacks on. We're not gonna be able to shimmy across, shimmy and share this narrow trail with these big things. So that was kind of annoying. And we were it was hot and it was really packed. And I do think that the hike to Gem Lake really did kind of kill our spirits a little bit, just because we weren't expecting it to be so uphill. I am very inspired to do another trip like this again and to really get into longer hikes, because on our way out we passed or came across people that hike to Gem Lake and back in the same day. Like there were at least 2 or 3 people or, you know, couples that we met up at Gem Lake, so they had, you know, on our way back from Gem Lake, they had passed us, and then by the time we were coming down the ridge, they had passed us on the ridge or closer to the parking lot. And I was like, whoa, you just hiked, you know, to and fro so quickly. And I was talking to Brittany about it, and she said that she used to be able to do these kind of really quick in and out hikes of like 7 to 8 miles. And I think that's incredible. I was not as tired as I was the next day in terms of soreness. I thought I would have been just dead and useless, and, you know, thankfully I was able to just kind of hang out in bed most of the day since it was Sunday and Labor Day weekend. Yeah, I'm really proud of myself in terms of being able to do a thing like this. I really thought I was going to have like a lot of trouble, but I just know that I don't like to say no and I forced myself to do it, thankfully. I don't know where that comes from, but it really is inspiring to want to do something like this again in the future, and to be somebody that can hike a 10-mile up and down mountain ridges in a day just for a fun morning hike. Thoughts on Gem Lake? When I was editing back the footage, Gem Lake looks a lot prettier in the footage than I remember it being. It's a beautiful area, but like we said before, for the effort that we had to put in for hiking it, we just didn't feel like it was worth it. So if you are like a first-time backpacker, not really in shape, I would say just to hike to Snow Lake, find a good spot, and then hang out, because while we were there, we didn't go swimming, we really didn't explore. We spent a lot of our time getting to Gem Lake, fidgeting with the bear bag, resting, setting up camp, and then by the time all of that was done, it was 10 o'clock and time for bed. So we didn't get to swim, we didn't get to explore, we didn't get to, you know, enjoy the area really. So if you are a newer hiker or new to backpack and don't really have the strength or stamina to go up such high cliffs and go for 5 miles, I would say to just stay at Snow Lake. If you are wanting a more quiet experience, then I would say to go to Gem Lake. I think we were one of 4 or 5 campsites that were there that night, and then Saturday looked to have been getting even busier, because when we were packing up there were at least 3 or 4 more campers that came in to Gem Lake. If you are looking for something more quiet, you will get a better experience in Gem Lake, since Snow Lake is closer and larger and much more populated. With that, I want to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know your thoughts down below. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want to say happy travels from me to you, and to get home safely. Bye guys.